Hi, my name's Emma and I work at Greater Dandenong Libraries. Because we're all stuck at home at the moment, I thought that I would take this opportunity to show you how I bake one of my favourite recipes, banana bread. It's really simple and I can guarantee that you and your whole family will not only enjoy baking it, but eating it as well.
For this recipe, you'll need some plain white flour or plain wholemeal flour. I like to use both, around 2 cups, 125 grams of butter, a pinch of salt, 3 ripe bananas, 2 eggs, a teaspoon of bicarb soda, half a cup of white caster sugar or brown sugar, a couple of mixing bowls, some measuring cups and spoons, some mixing utensils, so a mixer or a hand mixer, and a loaf pan tray to bake the banana bread in. So first of all, we're going to preheat our oven to 180 degrees for an electric fan forced oven. Then we're going to take our baking tray and I'm going to line mine with some baking paper. If you don't have any baking paper, you can use a little bit of your butter and grease the tray. Then we're going to set that aside. Second of all, we're going to take a larger mixing bowl and we're going to pop in 125 grams of butter. I've melted this butter a little bit in the microwave just so that it's easier to mix with our mixer. So we're going to pop that in there. Then take either your electric mixer or a hand mixer and we're going to cream the butter. We're going to add half a cup of white caster sugar. If you don't have caster sugar, you can use brown sugar as well. So we're going to pop that in and then give that a mix in as well. Once that's light and fluffy, we're going to add our 2 eggs. Whoops, bit of shell in there. Once that's all mixed together, it should be light and quite fluffy. So then we're going to mash our bananas. So what we want to do is take 3 ripe bananas. So any ripe bananas are fine to use. The riper the better, and then that means that you don't have to use as much sugar in your banana bread because the bananas are very sweet already, the riper that they are. So we're going to pop them into the bowl and then just get a regular potato masher like this and just give them a good mash. Once those are mashed, because I'm using a electric mixer, I can finish mixing them through into the butter and sugar and egg mix with the hand mixer, the electric mixer, and then that will chop it up a little bit too. Now it's time to add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients. So as I said, I'm going to be using half plain white flour and half plain wholemeal flour, just because I like the texture of the banana bread by mixing those flours. You can use one or the other or both, like I am. So we're going to use 1 cup of plain flour and pop that in there. And then we're going to use 3/4 of a cup of wholemeal flour in there as well. So along with that, we're going to pop in 1 teaspoon of bicarb soda. So we need our mixing spoon here. And this is also where I like to add a pinch of salt. And then we mix it all together. So this is the texture that we want it to be. So it's all mixed through and it's quite thick
and it's all mixed together nicely. There's no bits stuck on the side of the bowl. And this is also a point where if I was to add anything else, so sometimes I chop up some pear pieces or add some chopped chips or some other fruit or nuts, whatever you'd like to add, you can add it in this stage by mixing it through with a mixing spoon. So we're done for now. I'm going to just have it as a plain banana bread today. So I'm going to take it from the bowl and pop it into our baking tray. So I've popped this into a baking tray and now I'm going to pop it into the oven on 180 degrees for about 40 minutes. So I have taken this out after about 45 minutes. The best way to check if it's cooked is to take a baking skewer, pop it in there, and then if it comes out clean, which it has, it means that it's cooked all the way through. So I would just let this sit to cool down for probably about 10-15 minutes before you remove it from the pan, because otherwise it might crack or fall apart. This one's been sitting for a little while, so I'm going to take it out. Pop it on a board, and you can serve it with butter or just by itself. It's fine by itself as well. So let's just take a bit of a look. And there you have it. Beautiful, warm, fresh, and homemade banana bread that everyone will enjoy. So I hope you've enjoyed my quick baking tutorial and you've created your own banana bread. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and keep an eye on Facebook for more Greater Dandenong Library's virtual content and programs. See ya!